Who's Mother Teresa? Brief about the achievements of Mother Teresa, her birth and death. It deserves to be remembered. Part 2. Analyzing her deeds and achievements. Pope John Paul II said, "Where did Mother Teresa find the strength and perseverance to place herself completely at the service of others? She found it in prayer and in the silent contemplation of Jesus Christ, His holy face, His sacred heart." Privately, Mother Teresa experienced doubts and struggle in her religious beliefs which lasted nearly 50 years, until the end of her life. Mother Teresa expressed grave doubts about God's existence and pain over her lack of faith. "Where is my faith? Even deep down there is nothing but emptiness and darkness. If there be God, please forgive me. When I try to raise my thoughts to heaven, there is such convicting emptiness that those very thoughts return like sharp knives and hurt my very soul." Other saints had similar experiences of spiritual dryness. According to James Langford, these doubts were typical and would not be an impediment to canonization. After 10 years of doubt, Mother Teresa described a brief period of renewed faith. After Pope Pius XII's death in 1958, she was praying for him at a Requiem Mass when she was relieved of the long darkness, that strange suffering. However, 5 weeks later her spiritual dryness returned. Mother Teresa wrote many letters to her confessors and superiors over a 66-year period, most notably to Calcutta Archbishop Ferdinand Purier and Jesuit priest Celeste van Exem. She requested that her letters be destroyed, concerned that people will think more of me, less of Jesus. However, the correspondence was compiled in Mother Teresa, Come Be My Light. Mother Teresa wrote to spiritual confidant Michael van der Peet, "Jesus has a very special love for you. As for me, the silence and the emptiness is so great that I look and do not see, listen and do not hear. The tongue moves but does not speak. I want you to pray for me, that I let him have free hand." In Deus Caritas Est, Pope Benedict XVI mentioned Mother Teresa 3 times, and used her life to clarify one of the encyclical's main points, in the example of Blessed Teresa of Calcutta. We have a clear illustration of the fact that time devoted to God in prayer not only does not detract from effective and loving service to our neighbor, but is in fact the inexhaustible source of that service. She wrote, "It is only by mental prayer and spiritual reading that we can cultivate the gift of prayer." Although her order was not connected with the Franciscan orders, Mother Teresa admired Francis of Assisi and was influenced by Franciscan spirituality. The Sisters of Charity recite the prayer of St. Francis every morning at Mass during the Thanksgiving after Communion, and their emphasis on ministry in many of their vows are similar. Francis emphasized poverty, chastity, obedience, and submission to Christ. He devoted much of his life to serving the poor, particularly lepers. After Mother Teresa's death in 1997, the Holy See began the process of beatification, and Brian Kolodiechuk was appointed postulator by the Diocese of Calcutta. Although he said, "We didn't have to prove that she was perfect or never made a mistake. He had to prove that Mother Teresa's virtue was heroic." Kolodiechuk submitted 76 documents, totaling 35,000 pages, which were based on interviews with 113 witnesses who were asked to answer 263 questions. The process of canonization requires the documentation of a miracle resulting from the intercession of the prospective saint. In 2002, the Vatican recognized as a miracle the healing of a tumor in the abdomen of Monica Bisra, an Indian woman, after the application of a locket containing Teresa's picture. According to Bisra, a beam of light emanated from the picture and her cancerous tumor was cured. However, her husband and some of her medical staff said that conventional medical treatment eradicated the tumor. Ranjan Mustafi, who told the New York Times he had treated Bisra, said that the cyst was caused by tuberculosis. It was not a miracle. She took medicines for 9 months to 1 year. According to Bisra's husband, "My wife was cured by the doctors and not by any miracle. This miracle is a hoax." Bisra said that her medical records, including sonograms, prescriptions, and physician's notes, were confiscated by Sister Betta of the Missionaries of Charity. According to Time, calls to Sister Betta and the office of Sister Nirmala produced no comment. Officials at Balurghat Hospital, where Bisra sought medical treatment, said that they were pressured by the order to call her cure miraculous. In February 2000, former West Bengal Health Minister Partho De ordered a review of Bisra's medical records at the Department of Health in Calcutta. According to De, there was nothing unusual about her illness and cure based on her lengthy treatment. He said that he had refused to give the Vatican the name of a doctor who would certify that Monica Bisra's healing was a miracle. During Mother Teresa's beatification and canonization, the Vatican studied published and unpublished criticism of her life and work. Christopher Hitchens and Chatterjee spoke to the tribunal. According to Vatican officials, the allegations raised were investigated by the Congregation for the Causes of Saints. The group found no obstacle to Mother Teresa's canonization and issued its Nihil Obstat on the 21st of April 1999. Because of the attacks on her, some Catholic writers called her a sign of contradiction. Mother Teresa was beatified on the 19th of October 2003 and was known by Catholics as blessed. On the 17th of December 2015, the Vatican press office confirmed that Pope Francis recognized a second miracle attributed to Mother Teresa, the healing of a Brazilian man with multiple brain tumors back in 2008. The miracle first came to the attention of the population during the events of World Youth Day 2013 when the Pope was in Brazil that July. A subsequent investigation took place in Brazil from the 26th of June 2015, which was later transferred to the Congregation for the Causes of Saints, who issued a decree recognizing the investigation to be completed. Pope Francis canonized her at a ceremony on the 4th of September 2016 in St. Peter's Square in Vatican City. Tens of thousands of people witnessed the ceremony, including 15 government delegations and 1,500 homeless people from across Italy. It was televised live on the Vatican channel and streamed online. Skopje, Mother Teresa's hometown, announced a week-long celebration of her canonization. In India, a special mass was celebrated by the Missionaries of Charity in Calcutta on the 4th of September 2017, during a celebration honoring the first anniversary of her canonization. Sister Mary Prema Pirik, Superior General of the Missionaries of Charity, announced that Mother Teresa would be made the co-patron of the Calcutta Archdiocese during a Mass in the Cathedral of the Most Holy Rosary on the 6th of September 2017. On the 5th of September 2017, Archbishop Thomas de Souza, who serves as head of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Calcutta, confirmed that Mother Teresa would be named co-patron of the Calcutta Diocese, alongside Francis Xavier. On the 6th of September 2017, about 500 people attended the Mass at a cathedral where Dominique Gomes, the local vicar general, read the decree instituting her as the second patron saint of the Archdiocese. The ceremony was also presided over by de Souza and the Vatican's ambassador to India, Giambattista de Quattro, who lead the Mass and inaugurated a bronze statue in the Church of Mother Teresa carrying a child. The Catholic Church declared Saint Francis Xavier the first patron saint of Calcutta in 1986. Mother Teresa has been commemorated by museums and named the patroness of a number of churches. She has had buildings, roads, and complexes named after her, including Albania's International Airport. Mother Teresa Day, the 19th of October, is a public holiday in Albania. In 2009, the Memorial House of Mother Teresa was opened in her hometown of Skopje, North Macedonia. The Cathedral of Blessed Mother Teresa in Pristina, Kosovo, is named in her honor. The demolition of a historic high school building to make way for the new construction initially sparked controversy in the local community, but the high school was later relocated to a new, more spacious campus. Consecrated on the 5th of September 2017, it became the first cathedral in Mother Teresa's honor, and the second extant one in Kosovo. Mother Teresa Women's University in Kodaikanal was established in 1984 as a public university by the government of Tamil Nadu. The Mother Teresa Postgraduate and Research Institute of Health Sciences in Pondicherry was established in 1999 by the government of Puducherry. The charitable organization Sevillea runs the Mother Teresa Girls' Home, providing poor and orphaned girls near the underserved village of Kasuva in Tamil Nadu with free food, clothing, shelter, and education. A number of tributes by Mother Teresa's biographer, Navin Chawla, have appeared in Indian newspapers and magazines. Indian Railways introduced the Mother Express, a new train named after Mother Teresa, on the 26th of August 2010 to commemorate the centenary of her birth. The Tamil Nadu government organized centenary celebrations honoring Mother Teresa on the 4th of December 2010 in Chennai, headed by Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi. Beginning on the 5th of September 2013, the anniversary of her death has been designated the International Day of Charity by the United Nations General Assembly. In 2012, Mother Teresa was ranked number 5 in Outlook India's poll of the greatest Indian. Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut, has a residence hall named after her, called Teresa of Calcutta Hall.